Hey everybody, welcome back to Callus Crew Challenge number 2, round of 32. This is perhaps the most lopsided pairing, at least on paper, of the round. It is Hclat playing GSC. Yes, you heard that right. I don't know that he's ever played this before, but that's what he's stuck doing for this round. And he does not have it easy in his GSC debut. He is playing against Tony, who has 3x GSC Cup finals in a row. Seems fair, right? Wouldn't give Hclat too many odds to win this, but he is going to try his damnedest. And he needs to, because you guys may have seen already, Tony's teammate ABR defeated Cyber Odin in their black-white match. So if Hclat doesn't get the big upset and beat Tony here, Hclat's team, the Alcapones, are out of here, and Tony's team, Packs on Stax, will be through to the next round. Here we go. Game 1 in the best of 3. Hclat must pull off a big upset. And he is on the bottom. Tony is on the top. Gonna be a Lax and a Cloister, Double Edge, and Spikes, respectively. Zapdos comes in, and Hclat tries to cheese him with Thunder Wave, but he's going to connect with Zapdos rather than the intended Cloister. Going to go for a Double Edge, whiffing into the Gar, and D-Punch going to connect for Tony, confusing the Zapdos that comes in for Clat. So Spike's advantage early on for Tony, Thunder coming down on Lax, and getting Para, so a little bit of something for him. Golem switches in, and Tony going to begin to curse up with his Lax. See if he goes for Rapid Spin here. He does, and he will do so successfully. And there's an EQ. Double Edge coming down for quite a bit, 51%, as Hclat gets his own Cloister in. And now he's got the Spikes advantage, but his Cloister taking a beating in the meantime. Gengar anticipating boom, and noob Hclat walks right into it. Doesn't switch, doesn't surf, no cool plays, just booms into thin air. Gonna go for Thunder here on Raikou, newly revealed for Tony, busting out the double electric squad. And he's gonna Thunderbolt into the Lax, who has shown Double Edge Thunder. Gonna Double Edge now. And Hclat jokingly in the chat asks if ground moves hit Gengar. He knows better. He knows there's no abilities in this gen. He's just being a fucking troll. Here comes Golem and Gengar, respectively. Both a threat to each other with Earthquake and with things like Ice Punch or D-Punch. That's real bad. Hclat gets his Lax frozen here. And Dynamic Punch hits and crits. Oh, man. Hclat's the one who needs to get lucky, not Tony. At least he thaws. D-Punch there swinging a miss on Zapdos. And we're back to Lax, so that was a good double switch for Hclat. Gonna go to Golem, though, on the full Para turn. I'm not sure what he was trying to hit there. Cloister in, Earthquake down, 26%. And now Zapdos reappears. Spikes for Cloister. And Raikou comes in, dodging a Thunder in the process. 2 unrevealed still for Clat in the back. But Tony with the clear advantage, both up him on and with Spikes down at this time. HP Ice and Thunder, fishing for some Para Cheese. Doesn't get it. Hidden Power Ice. And Rest. Hidden Power again. And a Sleep Talk Thunder missing. And Hclat again jokingly asking mechanics questions. I don't believe for a second that he didn't study and practice some amount leading up to this match. I think he's just trying to either be funny, which he and I have different senses of humor, I would say. Or if he's trying to throw the opponent off their game. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. How does this work? I totally haven't been practicing all week. I don't believe for a second that Hclat didn't practice coming into this. 100% he did. 100%. Thunderbolt for Raikou. And a rest for Zapdos. Yeah, I mean, Hclat doesn't have a lot going for him right here. Nobody's super weak for Tony. Mon advantage for Tony. Spike's advantage for Tony. There's not a lot that I'm seeing at this moment for Hclat to feel like he's ahead or whatever. And he keeps asking questions, again, like clearly joking. He asks about the crit ratio, stuff like that. He knows. He's just a troll. Sleep Talk Rest. So Golem with an opportunity to do something here with a good prediction. Alright, Rapid Spin works. Gets rid of Spikes, but Tony simply goes to his Spiker again and reestablishes them just as quickly. Here's Gar. Lovely Kiss dodged there. Would have been pretty good, actually, to sleep the Gengar there. So that miss was a little bit unlucky for Clat. Not like game-winning or losing levels of unlucky, but that kind of stunk. Sleeping the Gar would have certainly helped his cause, if you like rooting for underdogs and all that. Sleep Talk Hidden Power there, not great for him either. Golem kind of in trouble. Raikou wakes, goes for the Hidden Power, of course, trying to kill the Golem. Hclat forced to pull it back. And he misses Lovely Kiss again. This time he's trying to get the Golem to take a nap, but just like in real life, Hclat just not a good kisser. Pulls it back to Zap. Sleep Talk Rest, fair enough. And now here's Raikou. Hidden Power coming down with a crit. Not that exciting against Raikou. Thunderbolt does the same damage without a crit. But Thunder lands a para, so we've got a little bit of a chance here. Golem trying to make the best of it at 1%. Gets the full power he's looking for. Can do something here. Cloyster. And boom. Sure. So he takes Cloyster down with him. But that Spike is there to stay. And Hclat is still just down a poke at 5-4. Fishing now for crits or freezes with Gengar. You've got to do what you've got to do. Ice Punch number 2. No crit. And no freeze either. But he dodges a second Thunder in a row. He's got outs. He can crit, he could freeze, he could dodge. And he makes a good pullback to Lax as well, knowing that Raikou's coming in. Hclat's really trying at the end here. He is maneuvering as best he can. Zapdos in on an Earthquake. Hclat giving himself a fighting chance here, and he still hasn't shown his last poke. He's really giving it his best go. He again gets Lax in at the right time. Hclat doing a lot of good things here and fighting the good fight, and he does finally land a Lovely Kiss. Double Edge there, blanking on Gar. This set does not look great into Gar. You can Thunder it, I guess, but not the greatest thing against Gar, and you have to land it, which he doesn't manage to do. He does get his own Gar in on the Dynamic Punch turn, which is going to obviously swing into thin air. And they are going to start ice punching each other, looking for some cheese. Tony's had enough, goes to Raikou, plays it safe. And Ice Punch bounces off him for 20%. But he's going to Ice Punch him again. And he's just going to get a rest off. ABR asks him in the chat if he's having fun, and he says no. Perfect. Well, he's going to explode, and it's not going to kill. That's going to further Tony's lead to 5-3. Hidden Power there going for the throat. Just going to bounce off Lax. So at this point, Hclat's going to need something pretty good in the back in order to get there. Zapdos and Lax not going to get it done, all things considered. Does get his Lax in with good timing again. So Hclat is making some good switches. But ultimately, the mystery back poke, no longer a mystery, is going to have to achieve victory. Vaporeon does have a shot to do it. It can be a bit of a special sweeper in this gen. That's one way to do it. Dodge Thunder, hit Blizzard. Bye-bye Zapdos. Sleep Talk Rest, probably not what he wanted. But he does get him with Hydro Pump anyway. We'll see if he goes for growth here. Sleep Talk, Hidden Power, sure. And there is growth. Sleep Talk, Thunderbolt, not what he wanted. And Hydro Pump going to come up short. Oh, he's going to protect. Okay, I was going to say he couldn't live a Thunderbolt, but now it's a damage roll. Last one did 55. He's at 56. But he doesn't get there. He gives himself a chance. That was a roll, but the RNG did not cooperate, and Tony going to take it down. Hclat makes it entertaining, and he puts up a fight, but it is the expected outcome in Game 1, and now Hclat is going to have to pull off an improbable 2 in a row in GSC against Tony Flygon, or his team, the Alcapones, is going to be eliminated. Here's Game 2. Can he do it? Lax on Lax with Hclat on the bottom and Tony on the top yet again. Both of them going to stay. Curse and Double Edge respectively. Double Edge again. Bigger Double Edge back. Tony with the advantage at the moment with the 1 boost advantage. That Earthquake did not do it. That Double Edge did. Flat out Lax gone for Hclat. Can't possibly be good. Tony with a big advantage in the early stages of this one. Ooh, another Alakazam. We saw him earlier in a different GSC match. I don't know what the resurgence is with him. Like I said, not a very common poke in this gen, but 2 Alakazams so far in Kalos Crew Challenge. Interesting stuff. Sleep Talk, Hidden Power. Puts Executor very low. He does get a big Psychic off, but he's in danger of lethal damage here should he find Hidden Power again, which as it turns out he would have, so good thing Hclat switched. Alakazam reappears, eats a Thunder. 57% is a lot. Nope, my kitty knocking stuff over, that's alright. I'll pick that up later, sweet girl. Thunder there would have killed Alakazam, but missed. Hclat needs stuff like that to connect. I mean, he's behind. He's against a more experienced player. Gotta catch breaks where you can. It would have been good for him if he had nailed the Alakazam there and killed it, but yeah, name of the game. Thunder 70-30. It's gonna miss a lot. This is gonna be one of those times. Alakazam back to full after the recover. And here comes Cloyster on a Psychic, 67%. Big special attack, low special defense, that's what you get. Thunder with the miss, only to eat another Psychic through the para. Things not going so well for Hclat. Does find a Thunder in his sleep, but eats another Psychic in the process. Gonna wake up and go for it. And finally connects. Alakazam is out of here, but still gotta like Tony's position better, all things considered. Cloyster comes into a rest, does have the opportunity to do stuff here. He should just spike. And he does. See how he wants to play Cloy on Cloy. Back to Executor, thinking it will just be spikes, which is correct. And it's gonna be a boom with the low Executor. Not sure if I love that play for Tony, but he knows what he's doing. I'll trust him. Leaves us in a 4-4. 1 unrevealed still for Hclat after he shows Golem. Thief and Hidden Power Water. Get wrecked. Bad to worse for Hclat. Ice Punch and Rest respectively, sure. But gotta favor Tony's position here. Pretty clear. Wonder what his last is this time. Last time he tried to get him with a secret Vaporeon in the back, and like he kind of sort of almost had a chance. He put up a fight at the end. See if he's got the same strategy here. Hide some Sweeper, hide like an Espeon, another Vaporeon, something like that in the back, and just try to get there at the end. Gar on Gar. It's so weird that they take spikes damage, but this is back in the dark times before there were abilities. Ice Punch and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt again. Ice Punch again. Speed Tie is real awkward too. Well, not what Hclat needed. He gets frozen. Cloyster coming in on Ice Punch, fine and well, but obviously would not survive the Thunderbolt from the faster Gar should he go for that. But we end up with Zap on Zap instead. And Tony's goes to sleep. I don't know how Hclat wins this game. Gonna try his damnedest, but not looking great. I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit. Put it on fast. Not ready to put it on hyper fast yet, but GSC, I mean, this is not looking like it's going to be a 200-turn game, but GSC can be grindy, and like I said, I'm having a hard time envisioning how Hclat makes this comeback. It might take a minute to reach a conclusion, but I think it's a hard game for Clat to win. And ABR again asks if he's having fun, but Hclat doesn't respond this time. Must be having a blast. Really, really needs to thaw to have any chance, but does not manage to do so in this case. Tony clicks Rapid Spin into Gengar. Hidden Power, sure. Well, they're all chit-chatting and they're having fun, but... And it's good. You want to have fun when you play this game. It is a recreational, social activity by and large at the end of the day, so fun is good, but my position has not changed. I guess he could crit Thunder him in his sleep or something right here. Or he could Thaw with Gar and make a play. Thaw into crit or something like that. Thaw into freeze. Cloud is trying. I mean, like I said, if he loses this game, which it's looking like he probably will, his team's out of here, and he doesn't want to let his teammates down, so he's really, really trying here, but the windows are so short. Gar has to get in with perfect timing, has to thaw. When it thaws, he's going to have to crit or freeze something. I mean, so many improbable RNG factors just have to get there for him. Stranger things have happened in this game, but it is a slim, slim window that he's got here. I guess he could win the speed tie and get him with, like, crit whatever here. And that is not what occurred. Hclat put up a hell of a fight. He doesn't play this tier. Whether he practiced or not, this is not his tier. He played pretty well. He put up a hell of a fight, did what he could do. Ultimately, Tony is way, way, way more experienced in this tier. And ultimately, the expected outcome of Tony winning, even if it had gone 2-1, which it didn't, most people thought Tony would win. Most people thought this was a lopsided pairing. I don't think Tony crushed Hclat, but nevertheless, it is going to be Tony with a 2-0 victory. And Hclat's team, the Alcapones, are going to be eliminated. Tony, Lax, and ABR of Packs on Stax going to advance to the next round, which is more than ABR could say about the last time he played this tour. Oh! Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do consider hitting the like button if you did. I'll see you in the next one.